He drained our joint accounts the week before he handed me divorce papers, and he actually thought he'd gotten away with it. He hadn't even started to understand what was coming. I'm Priya. I'm 38, a licensed accountant, and for 11 years I built a life with a man I genuinely believed in. We had a home in Austin, 2 daughters in middle school, and what I thought was a shared future. I handled the household finances, I tracked every dollar. I thought that meant I was safe. I was wrong, because it turns out I was only tracking the accounts he wanted me to see. His name was Daniel. He was a regional sales director, good salary, a lot of travel. For 3 years that travel had a second purpose I knew nothing about. He'd been maintaining a relationship with a woman in another city, and quietly funneling money into a separate account to fund it. Our money. Money from the business we co-owned. I found out the way you never want to. A notification on a shared tablet. A message that wasn't meant for me. 3 words that ended everything I thought I knew. I didn't confront him that night. I'm an accountant. I went to work. Over the next 3 weeks I pulled every financial record I could access. Bank statements, shared business filings, tax returns going back 5 years. And the more I dug, the more I found. Transfers to an LLC I'd never heard of. Credit cards in his name only. A brokerage account with a balance that made my hands shake. He hadn't just been cheating on me emotionally. He had been systematically hiding assets for years. Then, before I could make my next move, he served me with divorce papers. He thought he was in control. He thought I didn't know. He thought he could walk away with everything he'd hidden and I'd take whatever was left. He forgot who he married. I hired a forensic accountant and a family law attorney on the same day. Within 2 weeks we had filed a formal motion for financial discovery. His attorneys pushed back, delayed, objected to everything. But discovery isn't optional in a divorce proceeding. Every account, every transfer, every LLC filing, all of it was now court-ordered disclosure. The deposition was the moment I'd been waiting for. Daniel sat across the table from my attorney and, one by one, was asked to explain each transaction. The LLC, the brokerage account, the transfers. He tried to explain them as business expenses. My forensic accountant had already documented exactly why that was false. By the time we reached the settlement hearing, there was no room left to maneuver. The judge reviewed everything. She noted the deliberate concealment. She awarded me the family home, primary custody of both daughters, a share of every hidden asset and significant alimony, calculated not just on his disclosed salary, but on his actual income. Daniel walked out of that courthouse with less than he came in with. The woman he'd been hiding money for? She left him 2 months later. And me? I sat in my car in that parking lot, and for the first time in years, I felt like I could actually breathe. Here's what I learned. When someone tries to erase you financially, they hand you a paper trail. And a paper trail, in the right hands, is the most powerful thing in a courtroom. If you believe the truth always has a way of surfacing, subscribe. I post a brand new justice story every single week, and I promise you, none of them disappoint.